If your winery email marketing success still depends on hitting send every week, you're leaving money on the table. And while this move was very dramatic, I do not say that dramatically. I say it with love, and I say it strategically. Because the wineries that see consistent, predictable revenue from email, they're not relying on campaigns alone. They're relying on automation. The Email Mavens have managed and audited email programs for wineries across the country. And when those programs mature, 3 automations consistently rise to the top. In strong accounts, these 3 flows alone often account for 30 to 50% of total email revenue. Not flashy campaigns, not holiday pushes, automations. So if you're wondering what to build first or what might be missing from your system, start here. Welcome to the Email Mavens YouTube channel, the place for winery owners and marketing pros who want to sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. I'm Erica Walter, founder and CEO of Email Mavens, and I am deeply passionate about email success on automatic, baby. If your only emails were automated emails, I wouldn't be sad about it. That's how much I love email automation. And the automations I'm about to teach you aren't complicated. You don't need fancy tech to set them up. Every winery should be able to send them, regardless of their revenue models or what you're using to create and send your emails. Most importantly, if they're missing, everything else in your email marketing feels harder than it needs to. And we don't want that. Let's start with number 1, the welcome flow. Your welcome flow is not just a thanks for signing up email or a you're in email, okay? It is the first chapter in a revenue relationship. A strong winery welcome flow should do 4 things. First, set expectations. Tell them what they'll receive and how often. Second, introduce your story and what makes your winery distinct. Why you? Why now? Third, give them a clear next step. Browse reds, shop bestsellers, book a tasting. And fourth, introduce the concept of membership, subscription, or wine club, softly and strategically. Now, here's what most wineries forget. They either send one lonely welcome email or they delay too long before following up. If your welcome flow is 1 email long, you don't have a welcome flow. You have a receipt for the exchange of information. Wah, wah, wah. It's a fun fact. My 4-year-old has started doing that when something is bad news. Wah, wah, wah. It's cute and not cute for you though. So listen, shifting gears, a real welcome flow builds momentum over 5 to 10 days. And in mature programs, the welcome flow becomes one of the top revenue-generating automations because it captures people when they're the most engaged. Pro move, make sure your welcome series is tailored to where your customer found you and picks up on the signals the customer has already given you from those channels. Reference the last few episodes for hints here. Next, post-purchase. Most wineries send an order confirmation and move on. But thank you for your purchase is not a strategy. It's phoning it in. It is literally the bare minimum. A strong post-purchase flow reinforces the buying decision and invites the next one. Yeah. So immediately after purchase, you confirm details, you express appreciation. Maybe you subtly mention membership privileges. Then a few days later, you follow up with context. What did they buy? How should they enjoy it? What pairs well with it? Then about 7 to 14 days later, you introduce a thoughtful next offer, not a random blast, a logical next step. It could be a complimentary wine, or maybe it's a seasonal collection, and maybe it is an invitation to membership. Here's the zinger. Your first-time buyer should never feel like a one-time buyer. This is where wine club invitations feel natural, not pushy, because they're rooted in an actual relationship. Here's another pro move. Build a dynamic segment of buyers within the last 14 days and actively suppress them from ongoing sales efforts. That way, these post-purchase triggered campaigns aren't competing with other noise. This makes the series feel even more custom-tailored and personalized to them. And that's what makes it work. Now, let's talk about the automation most wineries avoid: re-engagement. Email lists naturally decay by about 20 to 30% per year. People change jobs, switch their email address, lose interest, stop opening. If you never address that, your performance stagnates at best and erodes at worst. Eroding, okay? A strong re-engagement flow identifies subscribers who haven't opened in anywhere from 90 to 120 days for frequent senders to like 180 to even 365 days for brands that send less often. Find those dormant subscribers and send them a targeted message. Do you still want to hear from us? Or here's what you've missed, or just simply confirm your preferences. Sometimes you offer a light incentive, sometimes you just give them an easy way to stay. But regardless of the strategy you use, you'll want to give them a reason to stay. And then, if they remain inactive, you suppress them from your ongoing marketing, either by adding them to a suppression list or by deleting or archiving them depending on your platform. This is gonna feel uncomfortable, okay? Your boss might hate it and argue with you about it, okay? I've heard all kinds of objections to this part. You paid good money to acquire the contact. Your email list size is a metric that you wanna focus on growing. Who's to say they won't eventually come back? I got a painful truth for you. Your re-engagement flow gives them that reason to come back. And if they don't engage with your emails after a set period of time and a targeted outreach like what we've just outlined doesn't seal the deal and bring them back, no future Black Friday offer is going to. Okay? I know that's a negative motivator, but let me switch gears to a positive motivator, and you could try this one with your boss, okay? Removing inactive subscribers protects your deliverability and improves performance everywhere else. A winning re-engagement strategy isn't about chasing everybody. It is about maintaining a healthy, responsive list. And so while it's so hard to say goodbye to dormant subscribers, it's the boys to men thing to do. So if you build nothing else, build these three: a welcome flow, a post-purchase flow, a re-engagement flow. Because email automation is what turns email from a weekly task into a revenue system. And in strong winery programs, these three flows alone can account for 30 to 50% of total email revenue. Not because they're fancy. I just showed you they are not that fancy. It's because they're consistent. Most wineries know they should be doing this. The difference is actually implementing it consistently. So if you're watching today's episode and thinking, yeah, we need this, but I don't know how to build it or where to start, that's exactly why Mavens on Demand exists. Inside our community, we don't just talk about strategy, we build it. We map flows, we review them, we refine them together. You can learn more about that with the link in the description. And if you want to see how these automations fit into a complete Winery email revenue system, download our Winery email marketing playbook. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and share it with your winery business bestie if you want good karma. Until next week, keep pressing send on your next best email.
All right, perfect. Perfect.
I always do that to you, don't I? It's for fun. Gotta have the money back.
Amen.
Yeah. I want my money back. I'm down here picking it up off the floor. Throwing money is fun. And so while it's so hard to say goodbye to dormant subscribers, okay, that's my Boys to Men reference, and it is the Boys to Men move to do it. Nah, I love what I get to do on a daily basis. I'm back.